Shalom Israel, clap it up. This is ISUPK NorCal Tuesday night Brotherhood class. We have classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. and Saturday. What time y'all do Sabbath service? I'm on one. 10:30. Sabbath service. What time? 10:30 to 12 on Saturday. So please be sure to subscribe to Oakland Israelites, Sacramento Israelites. Follow us on Facebook, ISUPK NorCal, Sacramento Israelites. We on Instagram, ISUPK NorCal. We on Twitter, ISUPK NorCal. Our ad is ISUPK Oakland. We're on goddamn TikTok, One West Nothing Less. We're also ISUPK NorCal on TikTok. What else? Huh? On YouTube, yeah, kind of Oakland Israelites. We are all social media. The ISUPK is there. Not to mention, go to ISUPK.com, pay your tithes. We have the feast of, we have Purim coming up. I believe it's March 4th and 5th. So be prepared for that. That holy day, as well as the main event, Passover, starting March 29th, 30th to 31st, April 1st, in Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina. Hundreds and thousands of people are going to be in the zone, man. All types of events, man. Not to mention the All Black Party, the Slaughter of the Lamb. We're going to be visiting a historic, or one of the very few remaining plantations that's in North Carolina, as well as Black Wall Street that was developed in North Carolina. Black Wall Street was not just in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then after the Passover on the 1st, we're going to begin the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All types of things going to be happening. Children's party. It's just going to be a beautiful gathering of Blacks, Latinos, and Natives. And I beckon you, get your plane tickets, get your hotel reservations, $200 at the door. If you pay your $200 Passover fee, you can get into the All Black Party free, which is $25 per person outside of that. With that being said, brotherhood. There's nothing more important than brotherhood. A brother just had a flat tire, and brotherhood came through and got him to the class. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's why blacks and browns have to unite or understand we're gonna die. It's an old slogan, but it's true as hell today. All right. And when you see what's happening with the police, man, like that is an absolute break in brotherhood, man. Brotherhood is not taught outside of the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, man. There's no way around it because they supposed to be protecting and serving, right? It looked like they slaughtering and serving up ass whoopings, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they ain't even protecting him from whom? He was in his hood. He was 80 yards from his house when after all that running, all that trying to get away, he was running to his hood. He wasn't running to the suburbs. He didn't rob a damn bank. It was a traffic stop.
Right.
It was you got a busted tail light. It was your tags is out of date. It was you was weaving in the lane. And the end result is you die 3 days later because they destroyed you. They dented this brother's head in. And he was black like them. You know what I'm saying? And that just comes from not understanding that if you have the mark of the beast, you don't understand brotherhood. Your brotherhood is aligned with the people that marched you. And the people that marched you are the same people that have enslaved you, educated you poorly, you understand, and stolen your identity. And that's your oppressor, the white man, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You understand? So with that being said, let's go to Daniel chapter 9, verse 12. Man, I don't like WAC 100, but all that Pyru talk that he talk about, I'd rather deal with a Pyru than deal with a police officer with actual authority and a license to kill and immunity from punishment. Cops don't even have to take the damn stand. You understand? What did they say? Damn, it was another brother today down there in LA, a double amputee. The brother is walking around on nubs, and because he had a butcher knife and was running away from the cops, they turned around when he turned around on him and blew him away and said they feared for their life. They brought a gun to a knife fight. It was not, they brought legs to a fight with a man that didn't have legs. Like, how the hell do you fear for your life? Someone who don't have legs. I don't even want to go through don't have toes, calves, kneecap, thigh. You don't have none of that. And you fear for your life, man. Yeah, that's who's ruling over you, man. And that's someone that's softer than quilted northern four-ply, man. What? You understand? That's a real bully. Gangsters not even bullies like that. Gangsters are scared of the damn cops. I saw another video. Sister getting punched in the face. Right. I think it was at a Walmart or a McDonald's or something like that. And, you know, the dude was recording from his car. And he said, why you have to hit her in her face? From inside the car. Damn. These be the same brothers that's listening to Pop Smoke, Blueface. What other rappers out of Mozzie? You know what I'm saying? But when a police officer come through, they have no spirit. Same brothers that wear blue, same brothers that wear red. If I was there, I would have bomb rushed that police officer the minute I saw him do that to that sister. Right. What's who give a damn? They killing us anyway. Right. At least let the sister know it's some black men, some Latino men, some Native men that actually give a damn about their life. I saw another video. An Asian woman got mauled, got her ass beat, Salakia, by about 6 Asian men. Like, there ain't no kung fu, ain't no woo. I thought all of the Chinese people knew martial arts. Wing Chun. Ip Man wasn't all up in there. It was no Bruce Lee's, with no Jackie Chan, no Jet Lee's. It was just one woman getting hit in the face with looked like a metal stick, and then they was dropping elbows and kicking her in the face, man. Like, I mean, what's happening in the world around here, man? Like, but still, with that being said, it was 6 dudes and 1 woman. Where's the protection for women? And goddamn it, where's the protection for men? Man, somebody got to be the savior. And since the Bloods won't do it, since the Crips won't do it, and since the police damn sure won't do it, clearly Commanding General Yohana and the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Christ, we're going to have to do it. Right. No problem. That's why we signed up for the job. Go ahead, Daniel chapter 9, verse 12.
Daniel chapter 9, verse 12. And he has confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
What you're seeing happen to us in these streets, from your Emmett Tills to your Rodney Kings to your George Floyds to your what was that Latino brother? I think his name was Jose Hernandez, if I'm not mistaken. Got choked out outside the Denny's just because he was trying to use the bathroom. Goddamn oppressor came and put him in a full Nelson. He died a couple days later in the hospital. The reason that you see what's happening to us is because the Lord is confirming what he said in Deuteronomy chapter 28. He said, if you don't keep my commandments, right, you are going to suffer. And specifically, you shall go into slavery by ships, and you shall be sold unto your enemy, and no man will save you. And you have been sold to the worst enemy, Esau, the twin brother of Jacob. We've been sold to his children, and they're disgusting. They're worse than the damn Egyptians were in the days of Moses. And he confirmed it, and that's why we're living through this great evil, because he's confirming what he said. So what does that, if our forefathers or us in the former lives got it wrong, then if we want to turn away this great evil, then we have to confirm that we will keep his word, keep his commandments. But that's why we suffer this great evil, because the Lord is letting you know it ain't for no other reason than I said it was going to happen. Go ahead.
For under the whole heaven has not been done as been done upon Jerusalem.
You understand? So all them Irish people saying, oh, we went into slavery, we suffered. No, the Bible just confirmed that what has happened to blacks, Latinos, and natives is the worst thing under all the heaven. You know what I'm saying? So get it out of your head that this is even the Jewish man. Oh, 8 million with the Holocaust. The Bible said that what happened to the Jews, the actual Jews, is the greatest evil that has ever happened under heaven.
Right.
You understand? Y'all not from Jerusalem. Y'all just live in Jerusalem. Just like I'm not from America. I just was born and raised in America. Right. Y'all in my homeland. You understand? This is the natives. This ain't even the natives' homeland. This was the land which no man dwelt. You understand? This is no man's land. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and natives, we're the actual Jews. That's why when we deal with what's happening to us, that's why it's so bad. All right. These things aren't to cause you sorrow. It's a blueprint to understand, okay, this isn't just out of nowhere. There's a reason behind this suffering. Keep going.
Daniel chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us.
As it was written in the law of Moses, that's the evil you're dealing with today. Every curse, and what did Deuteronomy also say in chapter 28? Even the things not written in his book will come upon you. And I'm telling you that Moses would have fainted if he had to watch this video of them 5 brothers stomping his brother to death. White man coming and tasing that brother. He would be like, man, I killed an Egyptian from my brother. Right. The last thing I want to see is my brother hurting us. And I'm rich. I came up in the White House, in the African house. I still would never do this to my brother. Man. All right, keep going.
Yet they read not our prayers before Lord our God, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth.
That's the problem. Damn, man. We really just want to be like, is America ever going to change? Is it ever going to get better? Yes, dumb. Listen to what we're saying in the UPK. It's not going to get better if we just twerk on cops. It's not going to get better if, oh, you know what? These 5 brothers don't represent all black cops. I'm going to become a sergeant and a lieutenant in the white man's military or in his police force. They are the proof that there is no changing the society. The society is changing you. And that's the fight that you're not ready to go to war with. Right. You have to change. Don't change the society. The Lord will flip the whole damn hourglass upside down and put us in power. Then we don't have to worry about who's righteous and who's evil, because it won't be nothing but righteousness. Right? All right. So we have to turn from our iniquities and understand the truth. ISUPK is the home of the truth. If you want to understand the truth, you got to be with us.
Right.
So from there, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33.
Oh, God.
Lord allow the most reading is just going to be a couple of articles. I did my best not to just do a whole chapter in verses. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33.
33.
And if you really like, I really hate this part of living, because not only did the Lord, I mean, the thoughts is just spilling out of my brain, but the Lord shut the world down with COVID-19.
Right.
But before the world shut down, there was Ahmaud Arbery as well as George Floyd. And I don't know for the life of me why this is just blowing us away. You know what I'm saying? Why does another Black, Latin, or Native man, woman, or child have to die? And we still don't get that it's for a reason. Right. This Bible has been here since we've been here, and we have not been in the position of chattel slavery for hundreds of years. But there is obviously a reason why no one is reading the Bible as well as not comprehending the Bible. And it is because of Christianity and Islam. Right. Because these churches, if they would just do their job a little bit, you would have some mentality to say, well, I'm tired of seeing Black people and Latin people get slain. I don't agree with Russians and Ukrainians getting in America, but little Latin babies, men and women, is at the border just sitting there. Some bodies, like you know what happens at the detention center. What about along the way? What about the bodies that are found in that damn wilderness trying to get from Mexico to the Americas? Right. What about like I'm saying, man, the things that we see on camera pale in comparison to the things you don't see. And the things you don't see are just, to think about it's wicked. You know what I'm saying? And all it would take is, hey man, let's keep these damn commandments and get out of this hell. Right. How come at this point nobody's saying, yeah, let's do that? Go ahead.
Devils are so evil, like they put fucking crocodiles in the fucking rivers and shit. Like things shit like that.
Yeah, right.
Like, you gotta be so wicked.
You gotta be wicked to know there's a man carrying his baby on his back, to know there's a woman, to know why they're coming to America. Like who was it? It was Karanya Allah. He had hit me up about a verse, and the verse in the Bible says that if roughly paraphrasing, if a Hebrew servant runs away from his master, you're not supposed to return him back. You know what I'm saying? Like if a brother's running away, a sister running away, that means something terrible is happening. Right. So picture somebody running in the UPK. It's some people chasing me. You know what I'm saying? And them people, we know it's something negative. All right. It ain't, oh, he clearly robbed the bank. It ain't, he didn't come in here with bags of money with the money sign on him. He's clearly running from some type of danger. And we say, oh, sorry, brother, kick him out the damn door. So, oh, there you go. He right over there. You know what I'm saying? To put alligators in the river is like, we want y'all to die. Right. We want to make it so difficult to get in here. Then when you get in here, we'll let you live here for 20 years. Let you have kids here for 30 years. And then when it's politically sound, we're going to search you out and deport you. You know what I'm saying? Like this planet is under the wrong leadership. And it could be turned around if we just give into the law. Give into what the UPK is trying to teach you, man. Right. We did. It's the best. It's the miracle of a lifetime, man. If you knew me before the truth, man, what was I doing with myself? I had no ambition in life. My ambitions was to smoke weed, make some form of money, and, let's see what else happens. You know what I'm saying? But now my mentality is, man, I want to take over the world. I want to take over the world in righteousness. and I pray that when Christ returns, I get a crown on my head. That's a totally different mindset, man.
Right.
That's a totally different mindset. And I know when I die, I'm coming back. I don't live this life the way I used to live it. You understand? And we can't live this life the way we're living it.
Right.
Go ahead, do Jeremiah 50:33.
No, come on. Jeremiah 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Let me tell you something. Let them do a thorough background on this brother. I'm not saying this because I'm happy about the situation, but I pray when they do his background, he come back Latin. I pray you find out that he's a Latino brother that's just dark skinned. And I'm saying that just to say, because black people love to goddamn galvanize around black people when we need to galvanize around Latinos too. He need to come back. He's Native American, because we need to galvanize around Native Americans. It can't just be blacks loving blacks. We are one people that have been separated into three groups by our oppressors. You understand? But when it come back, you know what I'm saying, his ethnicity, man, I'm only saying it because, like this scripture is saying, we are pressed together. The same thing that happened to him can happen to Manuel. The same thing that happened to him, I don't know any native names, Salaki, but it can happen to a native. You understand? So for that reason, we have to understand we are oppressed together. Keep going.
Okay. All that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
This brother was at his crib. He got away to his house. Like, damn, give him a break. It was a traffic stop, man. Y'all chased this brother down and stumped. Oh my gosh, man. The anger that fuels from me is just righteous anger, man. And I don't point it even at them cops, man. I pointed at that church. I pointed at that police force that has taught these brothers to be devils to their own damn people. You know what I'm saying? I point at this country that can turn otherwise upstanding, righteous black men into something that would make the white man cringe. You understand? They held us fast and they don't let us go, man. This man, I got uncles, man, that ran from the police and they just was good at it. They had to just let them go. But damn, y'all was just, and you know, and the worst part about it is a black man chasing a black man. Oh, that's just so off. It's just so off because the white boy would have, I can't catch up with him. But the black man is like, yeah, I'm Usain Bolt right with him. Go ahead. It's disgusting, man.
It's kind of like the same thing, like you in the border and shit. Mm-hmm. You got so-called Chicanos, right? Our own people chasing our own people. Same, right? Same fucking bullshit.
It's no, that's what it's like. It's like Latinos in America being like, oh man, you need to get them aliens out of here. Are you blind? What do you see when do you see a white person in the mirror? That's your brother. That's your sister. Why are you so adamant? And it's only for political reasons. Right. And I know these brothers right now is kind of like, why the hell did we get fired? We always we always stump people out that we catch that make us run. That's department. That's how we run a department. What the hell are you doing?
It's crazy because like we didn't cross the border crossed us.
Come on, man. Give it That's legendary. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. That's what I'm saying. We oppressed together. It's the same thing. It's oh man, I could just ramble on, but it is so sad to know that black politicians and sellouts of the black, Latin, and Native sort are a part of the problem in our very community. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, it's even up there with dating a white woman. Like, listen, look, this is me talking as a man. All right, if you ain't in the UPK and you with a white woman, brother, just leave her. Make an excuse, man. Just figure out how to stop being with her. Just start an argument. Anything, man, because I don't know how you can sleep with the enemy and not think it's going to affect you.
This is brainwashing at its finest.
Come on.
You know, these brothers is so brainwashed. It's like they want to be the you know what I'm saying, the Caucasian press is so bad, you know what I'm saying, to prove themselves that, you know what I'm saying, they can beat their own people down to the point where you know the brother ain't breathing no more. You know, they killed the brother. Well, this is brainwashing and coonery at its super finest.
Yeah.
You know, they love their oppressors so much. It's like they want to imitate what they can do. But see, this just goes to show you how much your oppressor don't love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the next day, you brothers is, you know what I'm saying, y'all getting convicted.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's how long it took for the dude that killed George Floyd to get, you know what I'm saying? They suspended him first.
Right.
These brothers get suspended. 2 days later, they got, you know what I'm saying, they be in charge.
Yeah.
So that just lets you know what I'm saying?
For doing their job.
Right. You can never be, you know what I'm saying, your oppressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the brainwashing that they put on them brothers that you have to go out and kill your own kind, because I guarantee you, if that was a Caucasian
Come on now.
Man, they would.
Come on now. You already know.
They wouldn't even chase me.
You already know.
They wouldn't even chase me.
They was jolly about that. Like, oh man, I made it. Goddamn, hit me with the damn taser almost.
They probably would have gave him a ride home. You want to ride home, man?
Come on. Dylan, come on, Dylan.
Going home, man. You know, let me give you a police escort home.
Straight up. Oh, I'm sorry. We did. Oh, yeah. Mistaken identity.
Yeah, we thought you was somebody else, man. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead, you right.
Gas money?
Right.
If I may, what the brothers bringing out is so heavy because, you know, when you do witness police brutality against black natives and Hispanics, they'll be temporary laid off, but they get paid. They get them paid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They go home, they just beat you up, they still get their whole pay.
Right.
These brothers, when they did that job, they didn't get that benefit. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the oppressor man with them in that group, and he's right now at home getting paid. Yeah. They ain't at home getting paid.
He got charged too.
He decided to charge him?
Yeah, I think he got charged.
Okay.
It ain't even about getting charged.
Right.
He didn't get charged on the same day.
No.
We had to find out about him later. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an imbalanced system, and the Lord don't believe in an unjust way.
Right.
This you can't fix this society. What, like the scripture say, what the Lord made crooked, you cannot make straight. White man is the devil, man.
That's
You're not gonna fix his system. It's a crook system because it's his system.
Right.
Absolutely. No, yeah, absolutely. Let's get Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. Man, like it's if you don't, man, it's a lot of ways you can die on this planet. But if I had to die preventing a cop from murdering my brother, I'm gonna go out like that. Right. We already know what they'll do to a man with no legs and a knife. 11 and verse 8. Yeah, they'll chop him down. Might as well have had an AK. It was 4 cops shooting him at one time. Right. You understand? If they're gonna kill him, well, they're not gonna kill you. They might get me, but they're not going to get you. And I don't care. I'm like Christ. I'm not like Christ, but I'm nothing like Christ. I like it. But when he told that one malefactor that was with him on the cross, like, look, you gonna die, you gonna be with me in paradise. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, we can go get judgment together. But at least you can be like, hey, thanks, Ak, for trying to save my life. Hey, it's the least I could do. We coming back. I ain't worried. You know what I'm saying? My kids, they be good. My ribs, they'll move on. But you know, this was worth it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching no cop do something in front of me and recording it.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Like earlier when we got the flat shirt, I was like, my mind, I was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of this highway before I get shot by a fucking highway patrol and shit. I was like, fuck, I care. I'm about to get shot for a fucking flat tire, you know what I'm saying? But
And that's not a lie. That's an honest feeling.
reality.
Yeah. You gotta think like that. You can't just be like, oh, it's all good. It's just a flat tire. You go like, all right, let me get all the way over to the side. You be over there peeking at your car. Ooh, cop came through.
Yeah, you laid out on the ground like
Okay, right. He was prone. Okay, he left. All right, hey, AAA, yeah, if you can get here in the next 20 minutes, I think the cops, yeah. Go ahead, Revelation.
Oh, God. Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Damn, that's sometimes these scriptures hit a little bit too close to damn. Oh my God. Who could it be if it's not us? I ain't never seen a Jewish body laid out anywhere. I ain't seen an African. I ain't seen an Asian, Polynesian. Definitely ain't seen no Caucasian laid out, but I always see us. Always. I predict in the next 6 months, that's how your pastor do, another Black, Latino, Native person will get killed. Oh, I didn't know. It's not because I'm a prophet. It's because the scriptures say. Read it again from the top.
Oh, God. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city.
Go ahead.
Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
Uh-huh.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Man, America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. What is Sodom? It's the homosexuality. What is Egypt? It's the slavery. And how was our Lord crucified? He's black, but he's depicted as white. Caesar Borgia, second son of Pope Alexander VI, man. You understand? Like, that's how they've destroyed us in this place. And I'm trying to tell you, the best understanding of this was that episode of Good Time when Florida and Michael was talking, and Michael said, "This is not Christ. The Bible says he has skin of bronze, hair like wool." And it was so good. I don't even think it was her character that couldn't believe it. I think she didn't read that part of the script. So when they brought that to her, she did that acting perfectly. She was like, "What? Black? No, honey, my Jesus is white." You know what I'm saying? And if your savior is white, guess who you not gonna give a damn about? People that aren't white. But if Christ was depicted as black, even America being homosexual and full of slavery, well, slavery wouldn't have happened. That's the first part. There would have been no American slavery or slave trade at that if Christ's image wasn't changed to that of a white man. Because how the hell would you enslave people that look like your savior? You understand? Like, the greatest evil under the heavens has been done to not only all of us, but even to our King Jesus Christ, man. Right. How was Mashiach? So don't play with your life, man. It's not YOLO, man. It's fix this once you realize it's off track. All right. From there, let's go to Revelations chapter 13 and verse 15. All right. The reason that the police are more gangster than Bloods and Crips, because it's like football, man. They got all the black people on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same way brothers try to get drafted into the league, it's the same thing with the police force. They're getting the best of the best of the best, sir. You know what I'm saying? And that means that your mentality is going to be as the whitest of the whitest of the white, sir. You understand? Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast. That
The image of the beast is Cesar Borgia. And how have they brought Cesar Borgia to life, man? Man, just it's so many movies. But in recent time, I think the most heavy image of the beast movie has been Passion of the Christ. Passion of the Christ was so good,
Right.
and Mel Gibson directed it, so it means the pockets was deep. You understand? It was so good. I went to the movie theater and watched it as a kid, and I was like, oh, everybody crying. I guess I got to start crying too. I got to cry. Look what they doing to Jesus. I did. I was like, ooh, he's still getting whipped. You know what I'm saying? Like that power that they gave to that image. Go ahead.
Like if I may, in some of these Hispanic countries, right, they still do the reenact. Which is probably stay from there.
I'm trying to tell you that. But in that movie, oh man, when he was, I wish I could. Like I'm gonna use this. He carried that cross.
Right.
And Mary came, his mama. Don't worry, mom. I got this. And then he carried it further. Ain't no white man dying for black people.
Right.
Ain't no white man dying for Latinos or natives.
Right.
It ain't possible. There is no white man on earth dying for everybody. The people that when the World Trade Center fell, George Bush didn't send that plane, didn't bomb Iraq because it was black people in there. If Osama bin Laden would have took a plane to Harlem, took a plane to Compton, took a plane to Oakland, and if there was a Twin Towers in Richmond, California, and everybody in that building was black, if he would have sent that to the Twin Towers in Richmond, California, guess what George Bush wouldn't have done? A damn thing.
Right.
He said it was a tall building full of black people and Latin people, because we in Latin land over in Richmond. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but Latinos over here. There's a bunch of Latinos and mariachis and cucamongas and all that type of shit. Come on, man. Hey, it was horrible, but you know we gotta practice peace. Go ahead.
And if I may, sir, not to interrupt you, but
No,
you
you're
got a
good.
point to follow what you're saying. And this is how you know what you're saying is accurate, because if they would, then they would have responded to the what is it called? The black when we had the
Talking about Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
Sure.
If they cared about black people, when that happened, they would have went and it came to the defense of black people.
Sure.
And they just show you that they don't care. So what you say, I'm just heavy, sir.
No, I mean you're right. And on top of that, what makes Black Wall Street's failure so horrible is it ain't even the initial strikes on Black Wall Street. It's the fact that by the time they rebuilt Tulsa, Oklahoma, integration destroyed it the second time. They all them businesses, they was like, we can't compete with integration. Like man, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to where we was at, bam, the life of the image of the beast, man, it's not the same, but it's the same. It's that Uncle Sam, we want you to fight. It's all of that. That's that Christ being white, that image being pushed throughout the world, along with the Bible, man. The image mattered more than the words, because the words is telling you that it's Latinos and natives in the Bible. Talking about the buckler, man, ain't nobody messing with no native with them damn bucklers, them little shields, clang, sling, sha. Ain't nobody messing with you, messing with it. It ain't white. Come on, white. Okay, come on. I have not seen a white person in my 30 plus years of life that has made me say, oh my God, except for the white person on NBA Jam. That was the only time. That was a video game. Ain't nobody getting no goddamn shoes. Ain't no if you shoot 4 free throws, the net ain't burning on fire. You ain't doing no helicopter and going 1,000 feet in the air and slam dunking. A video game. In real life, I have not been impressed by a single Caucasian. So you trying to tell me that they're the people of the Bible? It don't make no sense. It don't add up. All right. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Go ahead.
That the image of the beast should both speak
Mm-hmm.
and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Ain't that what the conquistadors did?
God.
You know what I'm saying? You became religious by the sword. And if you didn't comply, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't comply, that was a wrap. That's why, you know, as mighty, oh man, as mighty as natives and Latinos are, man, like it was a lot, man. It was a lot to that's why the Seminole Indians is so savage. Like even to this day, like they fighting, but it's a losing battle, but it's a fight, man. And but you can't fight smallpox blankets, man.
So it's like what I know is that the natives they said I'd rather die
Yeah.
than to follow your lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then they commit genocide. Yeah. And then they commit a genocide. And thanks be to the Lord, he said, I changed not therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. But we ain't no vaginas, man, as a people. They had to really make us less than human in order to do the level of genocide that they did. To come up with all of those treaties, to break all of those treaties, to turn us against each other. Goddamn, if they come with a Gatling gun, you can't beat a Gatling gun. It ain't about you being soft. You actually a damn warrior, but I can't beat a Gatling gun. Mike Tyson can't beat a Gatling gun. Chuck Norris can't beat a damn Gatling gun. They came with technology that was unconventional. You know what I'm saying? That's why Red Cloud, Sitting Bull, Geronimo, they are soldiers, man. They are goddamn soldiers, and they should be honored. But damn, when a mother can come through and put his image on your mountain range, God, it ain't you. You were destroyed. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, it's bigger than who you are, man. It's the Lord saying you're going to suffer a great evil. I'm doing this because you didn't keep my commandments, but it's for your benefit in the end so that you can know that you are the people that I love when it's all said and done. All right. And anybody that didn't worship the image of the beast, they killed. That's why them brothers is the way they was in Memphis, man.
Right.
They gotta serve that damn image.
Right.
You know, they might not consider themselves Oreos, coons, traitors,
Right.
but that paycheck says I gotta stump a nigga out. You know what I'm saying?
You don't bring back somebody's skull.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna be killed.
Exactly. It's that.
You know what I'm saying? That's the brainwashing that, you know what I'm saying, they put on them brothers. Them brothers is so unlearned, so without brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing right there, brotherhood. If they didn't know anything about brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't carry out how they acted towards that brother.
General Hazayan, he's the ultimate example of a former police officer, man, having brotherhood, because even when he had the opportunity, it wasn't an opportunity for him. For him, it was like, I ain't about to shoot this brother. The hell? Nah. General Hazayan he is a general for a reason, man. He's an honest father, man. He was ordained from the womb to this priesthood, and I thank the Lord for that. Verse 16.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
In their right hand or in their forehead.
Right.
And trust me, that or it ain't or. It's both. They use that right hand. One second, that right hand was like, get flat on the guy, get flat. And that forehead was like, stomp him out in the ground, man.
Right.
Stomp him out in the ground, man. That is the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the fact that whether you be small, meaning poor, not poor, not exactly poor, but you might be from a less famous family.
Right.
You're not a Johnson.
Right.
You might be a Michaels, a McKern, or some other name. You know what I'm saying? But then you're great. You got your Johnsons up there.
Right.
You got your Jones. Whether you be small or great, rich or poor, which we are rich, but we're mainly poor. All right.
Right.
Free and bond. So whether you be a freeman or you a brother in jail, you understand? Or in this case, free would be you don't have a job, and bond would mean you have a slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like if you and these brothers was in bond because they have a slavery. Go ahead.
These brothers thought they was free, but they didn't know they was in bondage.
Come on, man.
They didn't know they was in slavery.
Yeah.
They thought they was free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gave them a gun.
Man.
They put a badge on their chest.
Got some training.
Gave them a stick.
Yeah.
You know, gave them a car.
Yeah.
So when you see the first person, you might think that, you know.
Come on. And what's that thing they say about police officers too? It's a certain time of the month where they got a quota, right?
Right.
So they go extra hard.
Right. They're going to sit there and wait for you. You do 1 mile on speed limit. Boom.
Come on, man.
Speed.
I feel like this kind of happened at the end of the month. Yeah. I feel like this kind of happened at the end of January, man. So they was trying to reach their number. They went over the top, man.
Well,
I just seen something at the gas station before I got some gas.
Uh-huh.
I seen this minor police officer pull something over it, and the guy was upset. He was like, "Why are you giving me a ticket? Like I flashed my light, like, and I was just watching the whole thing. But I'm like, man, these girls are fucking crazy." You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't be a cop, man. That couldn't be my job. I'm a big fan of customer service. So I would be a horrible police officer because I'd be giving too many breaks. Like, all right, look, man. I'll tell them real quick. Look, I got like really photographic memory. All right, I'm gonna give you this chance, but I'm trying to tell you, if I see you do this again, I'm not gonna forget you.
right.
So just do me a favor. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't deal with the homeless kicking. I especially in Frisco, they got a whole squad that kicks homeless people out of wherever they at for a certain, it's like they'll cut off a whole street to get all the trash that they've created, and it makes sense for the city image, but why not give them homes? Why everything got to cost $1 billion to live in the Bay Area? Why, if they're gonna get in a whole parking lot, why not build miniature homes for these people? If you're not gonna give them a job, if you're not gonna put them back on their feet, why treat them like they're wrong for buying tents? This mother, he done saved cans. He done got $100 worth of cans and went and bought a tent because he tired of sleeping under a bridge, and then he get kicked out of an abandoned parking lot. What's wrong here? There's something wrong here. Anything else? All right, read that. It's like rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a mark in his right hand or in their forehead. What's in your forehead? Nice. Your mind. That's right. Your mind is in your forehead. And what's in your right hand?
Works.
And what is one of the works?
Evil.
Yeah. What you do with that? What did these cops do with that evil?
Use it to the full extent of
Bow.
oppression.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen that Yeah, you seen that RoboCop movie, the very first one? Man, remember the first one when they finally got him? They were like they just he was getting lit. You know what I'm saying? But that, yeah, you know that them old movies was like, damn, this was rated R. This is rated X now. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they did the T thing, and he honed in on the dude. He just lit the robot lit the dude up in the office. They was like, well, let's cover this up, but like Spawn. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's how they do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't use that mark in their forehead isn't for our benefit. And that mark in their hand, it's not for our benefit. It's to benefit the people that they work for. Keep going, verse 17.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark,
Mm-hmm.
or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Meaning, you take on the society and the culture of the people that oppress you,
right,
because you want the gains that come from it. You know, you can make $1 billion without loving white people. You can also make $1 billion loving white people.
Right.
Which one you gonna choose? One, you're gonna have to work a little bit harder. You understand? But the other one, you just, and remember this. Think about this. They might be getting fired and convicted. That they still have the blue wall of justice surrounding them. Them getting convicted, trust me, if you think a white person killing a black person is an advantage to them, a black person killing a black person is like, man, we about to take you to the private island. Don't even worry. Yeah, you going to jail, all right. In Tahiti,
right,
we about to send you to the Bermuda Triangle, where it ain't nothing but bad broads,
right,
the ones you want, the age you want. You about to get the lap of luxury because you killed a brother. Yeah, no sweat, man. It ain't as bad as we think. You understand? Yeah, you're gonna have to go through the throes of it, but in the end, we're not gonna put a cop in jail with prisoners that he's arrested.
right.
You got to get that out of your mind.
So like about man,
Go
I
ahead.
think that guy, that rich guy was named Jeffrey something. He was hell rich.
Mm-hmm.
They say he hung himself.
Oh, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I don't think, man, he ain't dead. I don't think he did. That's my own opinion, but
No,
I don't think he did.
Yeah, yeah, because that's too good of a life.
Yeah, that's too, that's an easy lie to just say you killed yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm not mistaken, he was like getting underage
right,
people and stuff. So it was like,
yeah,
come on, Jeff, you can't be so public about it. It's a bad look. Look, now you got to go into obscurity.
Don't worry about it, man. We got you.
Yeah, we got you.
We don't say you killed yourself.
Yeah, it don't.
TV bodies in there.
Come on. We're gonna do like, oh, I was watching this movie Life.
Yeah.
They just burned the place down with some cadavers. We'll do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, ain't Jeffrey? If you like Dave Chappelle said, it don't. In Dave Chappelle, I've heard people say they don't like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is probably one of the most forward geniuses of our time. Willing, like he got an Asian broad, and I don't support that. I hate that part. But he says some things that's like, that nigga in you is still there. Because I would never talk like this if I was really a part of the establishment. Because like you're saying, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. It don't make no damn sense.
That's easy.
Yeah, no, he didn't kill himself.
You said he over in somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Enjoying the latest rap music.
You know what I'm saying?
And enjoying the latest young 13-year-olds because he's a part of GMS.
You understand? Still coming up missing.
Yeah, exactly.
Come
on, man. It's a system.
It's a system, man.
And if you break their system, I mean, if the Catholic priests can just get reassigned.
You know,
Shalom. All right, from here I'm gonna read this first portion of this story. It's from NBCnews.com. Memphis, Tennessee. The next verse I'm going to need is Mark chapter 12, verse 29. All right, I'm gonna just read the whole thing. NBCnews.com. Memphis, Tennessee. 5 former Memphis police officers were indicted Thursday on murder charges in the death of Tyree Nichols. If I'm saying his last name wrong, Salaki. Whose beating after a traffic stop was captured on video that sickened a top Tennessee law enforcement official. Police had said that Nichols was supposedly stopped for reckless driving. Do you know what reckless driving is? Reckless driving is a police officer is right behind you, and you do this while you're driving. That's all reckless driving is. You know what I'm saying? And it might have just been you honestly, you might have just been texting on your phone. You know, I know it. You just text it, and you don't even notice that you kind of drifted a little bit.
Right.
And then you kind of do a snapback. So like, and in doing that snapback, the cop whoop whoop blurped you. You know what that feel like when you're like, oh damn. I'm like, I'm a mile away from home. Go ahead. That's even worse. Hey, if I may, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh man. And your thought is not, I'm running from the police. Your thought is, let me just get a little bit where I'm at, then out the water, then I'll pull over and I'll be like, what's the problem, officer? You know, I watched some video of dude. He was a whole drug dealer. He has a helium balloon machine in his car. He blows up a balloon, ties the dope to the end of the balloon, and sends it up. It's going up in the air. Now the dash cam catches it, but the police officer didn't catch it. Like, people will go to some extents to, you know, free themselves. But brother, the dash cam, they caught the whole thing. You're getting convicted, but that was genius. So you might have, you know, a reckless driver. He might have just been sleepy. He could have been tired. He could have been, and because he has no criminal record, they don't have that to pull on him. So they pulled him over because of reckless driving, which is not the worst thing on planet Earth. Reckless driving at its bare minimum is just that you're driving in your lane and you're swerving kind of in other lanes at its bare minimum. So they blurped him for reckless driving, so they say. All right. But Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis said early Friday morning an investigation and review of available camera footage had found no proof of that, which means that to some people, the brother didn't even do anything to get pulled over. He's dead. But to some officials, he didn't even do anything to not be alive. All right. The officers involved, to Darius Bean. God damn, that's the most nigga name I've ever heard in my life. To Darius Bean. The Bean part is what's really getting me. Not even the to Darius. It's the Bean. I got a cousin. His name is Roberto McBean. I'm like, damn, nigga, what the hell? My uncle is Roberto Feliciano Constantino. He would do all this stuff. But you know what I'm saying? But Bean is like, kind of last name is Bean. You know what I'm saying? To Darius Bean, Demetrius, my favorite name, Demetrius Haley, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr. and Justin Smith were fired after Davis said they violated department policies during the January 7th stop that led to Nicholas's death. So this was early. This wasn't late in the month. It was early. 6 days after the damn New Year. This what y'all doing in Memphis? Y'all just this how y'all wanted to start y'all New Year, with a fatality over a reckless driving traffic stop that probably wasn't even that. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is what police do is no different than what that Asian 72-year-old Asian did. All right. What that 72-year-old Asian did during the Lunar New Year holiday, when he went to that dance hall and murked them people, you understand, and was heading to another one to do the same thing, it ain't no different, man. It drives other serial killers to be serial killers. While we're watching what happened to Tyree Nichols, there is a group of black cops in another city, in another state, saying we could do the same thing, or we've been doing that.
Right.
Damn, they just went a little bit too far. They killed him, and it made the news. Like any manner of wickedness that's happening on planet Earth, R. Kelly, right? They stopped. What did they stop pressing the charges on him? Or what's the official? They dropped the charge. They dropped the charge on R. Kelly. Do you think that means that Pharrell isn't going to continue to have sex with little kids? You think that ain't going to stop? I'm just throwing out names. Pharrell, if you ain't having sex with little kids, I don't mean it like that. You think Russell Simmons ain't going to stop having sex with little kids because of what happened to R. Kelly? If anything, it empowers them. Oh, they dropped the charges. Hey, Kels, what you trying to do? You trying to make another album? You understand? You good in my book because this is just a part of the industry. What's the big deal? Right. Killing niggas is a part of police industry. Killing Latinos, man, that's every day when you put on that badge. It ain't special. The fact that he died a few days later, that's the special part. It's like, oh, damn. We must have stumped him a little bit too hard. All right. So I can forgive me for that long dissertation.
Yeah,
go ahead.
They can say the next police meeting, okay, killing niggas is off for 1 month. The next month, we'll be back on our job.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's literally how it works. It's like when they say America is a corporation, that's not a lie. You know what I'm saying? A corporation, I think the best underrated advertisement ever was Sprite. When Sprite said, image is nothing, thirst is everything. That was good for their brand, but it's really image is everything. Thirst means nothing.
Like when you said image, you said like beast.
Wow. Yeah, it's right on that. The image is everything. How you're depicted matters more than anything. If every Latino is treated like an MS-13, that's the problem. That dude China Mac, he came on a Clubhouse, and he said, you know, he was raised in rap culture. Oh man, so he can't be a guest or adopted. That's the end result. But he said, but when it comes to my mom or my grandma, if she get robbed by a black person, I can't stop the fact that she hates all black people. That's what he said basically. When that is not how feelings work. She said he said this is a good conversation we're having because what's happening in China, they don't even know. No, they do. I've watched interviews of Chinese people. There is a viral video of a brother wearing an Iron Man mask. He has an Iron Man mask on, and he tapped the Chinese lady on the shoulder, and she go, and then he flip up the mask and he black as hell. She that ain't accidental. It's because the image of black people has been King Kong, dainty little white woman.
Right.
When white women are actually King Kong, and the man is the dainty one.
Right.
He white vagina, yeah. He raped me. That's the rest of your life in prison.
Right.
You understand? Okay. Boom. All 5 former officers were charged with second-degree murder. Now, people that know the law know that I think second degree compared to first degree is like premeditated. Right. Second degree is like it just happened to happen as a result. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're either more convictable with second degree than they would be with first degree. If they got charged with first degree, then they're getting off. Because like there was no way they knew they were gonna kill him. It wasn't a planned murder. But second degree is like, okay, it did happen as a result of their actions. All right. 2 counts of official misconduct, 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping, and 1 count of official oppression, and 1 count of aggravated assault, prosecutors announced. All right. So that's what these 5 brothers is dealing with. Go ahead, read that, Mark chapter 12, verse 29.
Mark chapter 12, verse 29. And Jesus answered him, the first of all the commandments is...
Listen. They would not be even suffering charges if they were actually Christian. And I'm saying that to say that I know that they would all wear a cross. I know they all wear crosses. I know on Sunday they all go to church. You understand? I know that even if they don't wear a cross to go to church, I know that if I read them John 3 verse 16, they already know that when they say God so loved the world, everybody. Right. What about Tyree? God didn't love Tyree Nichols. Right. God didn't love Emmett Till, Eric Gardner. God didn't love what's the little boy that got killed as soon as the cop got to the damn park? It's close. Anybody in the chat? It's all good. You understand? No, it's all good. But when it's all said and done, God love everybody but the people murdered by cops. Right. There's a problem there. Go ahead. Hear or what?
It is. Hear, O Israel.
Israel is blacks, Latinos, and natives. Right. Jesus Christ was from the tribe of Judah. Thus saith Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14, if I'm not mistaken. Hear, O Israel. Hear all blacks, Latinos, and natives. Go ahead.
The Lord our God is one Lord.
Yahweh, what's the name? What's the creed? Hear, O Israel. Shema Yasha'Allah. Yahweh Allahayanawa. Yahweh Akkad. The Lord our God is one Lord, one Yahweh. Meaning we don't have multiple gods. Keep reading.
Okay. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
All of your mind.
With all thy soul.
That's your spirit.
And with all thy mind.
Double downing on your heart. Go ahead.
And with all thy strength.
Your strength means till your last breath, you're going to love the Most High. You're not going to concede to torture. You're going to be like them 7 sons of that sister.
Right.
That was like, oh, you trying to cut off hands? Here. You want to cut off my arm? Here. You need a leg? Here. You want my tongue? You can have it. Don't give a damn. Because I'm coming back. As for you, you're coming back in slavery. Go ahead.
It's safe to say that I was an extremist.
The Lord is a man of war. Right. Yahweh is his name. You damn right. Always. The Lord is not only is he long suffering for us to turn back to him, he said, for this reason have I raised you up, that I might show my power in you. Meaning the Lord raised up the Egyptians to kill the firstborn, to bring the locusts, to bring the frogs, to bring the hail mingled with fire, to fill the rivers with blood. He's doing the same thing with our oppressor. The way the white man has gotten away with the murder of us, the Lord is allowing it so that when we rule over them, it's going to be like them 200 million flying saucers. I can't even imagine what that's going to look like. Like, is it going to be like you see something from coming from a distance? Or when it say crack the sky, it's going to just be like, they're going to see them just funnel in here. Or my personal desire is like a big ass portal. Just like, not like a big circle, like a whole sky length portal opens and just flying saucers just coming down in waves, 200 million of them, and the sky just darkened. Lightning, thunder, like that's like, it's just unbearable. That's how I pray it is. Go ahead.
Is that the reason why they make so many fucking movies like it's always like the superhero and shit? Like they get that from the Bible, right?
Not only do they kind of get it from the Bible, but if you think about Independence Day movies,
Right.
the first one was very much how it would look. They just come in and it's just like fire. They're breaking through the atmosphere. That's why it looked like fire. And they just doing it with ease. Right. It's like, it's the mothership. You know what I'm saying? The second one, because I don't know why they made the second one, I just don't get it. Especially if it's just to let the aliens lose again. That didn't really make any sense. If I was gonna make a second one, they're gonna win.
So what do you think about Predator? Like movies?
That last Predator, the Prey movie. The Predator has always been black people. That's why he got dreads. Specifically,
something biblical there, but I just couldn't really find it. But I'm saying like,
it's okay because our oppressor is making a movie. It's inaccurate. There's no way Arnold Schwarzenegger, in all his weightlifting, is beating a damn predator that got a damn beam, a tri-beam. Is an infrared and mud is gonna mud ain't stopping no damn predator, especially for them to do it again later in the Predators movie, which is one of my favorite movies with Adrian Broder or whatever his name is, the dude from The Pianist. That was an excellent movie, but you're not.
The Pianist, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was in that movie Cadillac Records. White dude.
I can't recall that one.
No, it's all good. If you look on your phone and you just type in Predators, that's the one. That was the best. Oh man, that's one of my favorite movies. Right with Dredd, Evil Dead, Predators. That was a good movie. But you're not beating the aliens. You're not beating the predators because you're a human. The aliens are not terrestrial. They're celestial. You know what I'm saying? But with all of that being said, this is why we need to love the Lord with all our heart, with all our mind, with all our strength. Because he's the one that's going to save us from our oppression. Go ahead and read verse 31, Salaki. Mark chapter 12.
Oh, God. Mm-hmm. And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Uh-huh.
There is none other commandment greater than these.
And to see these brothers, whatever you got to do, please do it. To see these brothers go off and ultimately murder this man is why the second commandment is not only like the first one, but it's one of the most important. Would you want a black man to stump you in the face? Huh? Would you want a black man to deny you your mother
Right.
when she's within earshot of you? No. And a white man would never do that to a white man. I've never seen a Caucasian stump another Caucasian in the ground if he wasn't in the MMA.
Right.
I seen a Caucasian walk out with an AK. And them devils, man, they was like, hey, put it down. Put it down. They got the shields up. And when they got to him and they got him to put it down, all they did was arrest him. Even if they had to chase him on foot, they would only arrest him. But we've been taught not to love our brother as ourselves because we think our neighbor is the person that lives next to you. Your neighbor is the person from the same ethnic family as you. Love a Latino, love a native, love a black person. Don't stump them in the damn ground. You ain't Major Payne. Shit, even Major Payne didn't stump none of them kids in the ground. He was just harsh on them. Go ahead.
A police pull over a white guy. The white guy had the gun in his dashboard. Police seen the dashboard. The white dude picked up the gun, saying that this is my First Amendment right. Put the gun on the dashboard and drove off. I said, are you kidding me?
Right. And we gotta stop fighting for white people to do that to us.
Right.
We have to do that to each other.
Man.
Key and Peele had an excellent script, and knowing that Jordan Peele is the type of director he is, he's an excellent director. He is, and oh man, he's good. But in that skit, Keegan, the bald-headed one, he's like, hey, stop, don't move, don't stay in the car, don't open that door, don't you open that door, don't open the door. And then Kel is the crook that's not listening to him. So he getting out the car, he open the door, don't go for the gun. Whatever you do, leave that gun alone. And the whole time he like, do not point the gun at me. And eventually he points the gun at him. And when he points the gun at him, he says, all right, okay. And then, ultimately he leaves. He said, God damn it, this is the second time or the fifth time this didn't happen. That's what white people do for white people.
Right.
Even when white people is pointing a gun,
Right.
wielding an axe, have a hostage, they'll figure out 1,000 ways to give them mercy. But when it's you, don't let the hostage be black.
Man.
They like, yeah, send the robot in and kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? Send the Terminator in there. And you have to realize, man, that's the problem. The problem is you're not loving your brother the way you're supposed to be loving your brother.
Right.
Give me John 8:44.
Come on.
Salakia, I know this class is going on long, but everything that's going to be said is very important. We can't break this lesson up. Go ahead when you got it.
John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil.
And that is the problem. You are of your father, the devil. The oppressor is the devil, man. He's the liar. He's the deceiver.
Right.
And you followed in his steps, every step. You know what I'm saying? Step and fetch. You was right there. You understand? And that's the problem. And that's why Christ, a black man, is telling other black people, man, you of your father. You just like your daddy,
Right.
the devil.
Right.
You understand? Your father is not a devil, but you are of your father, the devil. And you just like the one that you following. You following white people.
Man.
You're not following after your birth father. You following after the father that you adopted. Keep going.
Okay. And the lust of your father ye will do.
I mean, is this not what they did?
Man.
A white man wish he could chase a black man 100 yards and catch him and then stump him in the ground.
Yeah, right.
He got 50 feet. If he don't catch you in the first 50 feet, Pepper Jackrabbit. Today the base. Suspect is got away. He's 5'8", 200 pounds. No, 400 pounds. Wearing a damn. He got to catch his breath. But a black person, man, you fulfill his lust. No, I'll catch him. You like Sonic the damn Hedgehog to catch another black man for your oppressor, your daddy, the white man. Keep going.
Okay. He was a murderer from the beginning.
And that's what they did, man. They murdered. Cause same way, who was it? Cain was. Cain murdered his brother. And you just like Cain, you would murder your brother. And Cain wasn't white initially, just like Abel wasn't white at all.
Right.
These was two dark-skinned brothers, and one of them killed his other brother. And that's what y'all did when y'all murdered that brother, Tyree Nichols. You was Cain to Abel. You understand? I've heard the negative things about Tyree Nichols. This is horrible. I pray it's not true.
What they say?
Man, exactly. That's
that come out.
Yeah, that's the only one.
And if it did, that just make it more reason why they killed him.
It make it reasonable why that nigga that he was having sex with his rib did it, but it don't make it reasonable for 6 other people to be involved. And it's still not reasonable to use your authority to get somebody murked. If you found out a brother was having sex with your rib, you better deal with that on your own, off duty. You can't just jump a brother because he doing face to face. He ain't jumping your rib. So why you jumping him? Deal with it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's garbage. Because that pales in comparison to the fact that what he suffered was horrible. Go ahead.
Definitely want to reach and kill him.
Damn right.
And abode not in the truth.
Abode not in the truth. Keep going.
Because there is no truth in him.
Mm-hmm.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Mm-hmm.
He is a liar.
For he is a liar.
He is a liar.
Uh-huh.
And the father of it.
Man, he the Caucasian is the father of lies. So your mentality, you've taken on the mark in your mind. And then you use your right hand to fulfill what that mark was. They said Eric Garner was selling Lucy's. He wasn't selling no damn Lucy's. They said Tamir Rice had a gun. It wasn't real. They said Emmett Till whistled at a white woman. He didn't even open his mouth. You understand? And Martin Luther King said he had a damn dream. He didn't. He's just of his father, the devil, man. Integration destroyed the black community. Martin Luther King was the champion of that. That's how that works. And because, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And that integration is why these brothers hate their brother and don't treat their neighbor like they treat themselves, man. All right. So I'm going to read another NBC News report. All right. It says 7th Memphis officer is relieved of duty after Tyree Nichols' death. Police said it isn't clear whether the officer who was identified will face charges. So they didn't relieve a potential devil or another brother, and they don't even know if they're going to charge him. The fallout from Tyree Nichols' fatal beating continued Monday when the Memphis Police Department said a 7th police officer who responded was relieved of duty. So they relieved Preston Hemhill of his duty, and they relieved this other officer of their duty, which means they're not fired at the time of this release, meaning they're not even treating them seriously. They just want to make sure the first 5. You understand? It's the Memphis 7 now, as far as I'm concerned. And this wickedness right here. All right. In a statement, Slaki, the next verse I'm going to need is Luke chapter 3, verse 12. I'm going to read 3, verse 12 through 14, Lamentations 4 and 18, and then Psalms 81, verse 13 and 14. So after this news report, it's only 3 more verses. All right. NBCnews.com. In a statement, The agency didn't identify the seventh officer or say whether the person would face departmental or criminal charges. The department also confirmed that a sixth officer, Preston Hemphill, had been relieved of duty. Officer Preston Hemphill and other officers' actions and inactions have been and continue to be part of an investigation since its inception. On January 8th, the day after Nichols' traffic stop and the day all 7 officers were relieved of duty, the department said. Hemphill's actions and involvement has been under investigations as he participated in the initial traffic stop and the use of a taser. So what the hell did the taser? If you a brother done ran like a mile. If you tase this brother, he gonna be messed up. You understand? They tased that brother, specifically this Hemphill brother, devil. He tased the brother while he was on the ground. They trying to get him to lay flat. That's only gonna incite more rage in him, more fight or flight in him. Come on, man. Like, and he's dead, bro. He's not Mike Tyson, man. This brother was Flacco. He was skinny as these poles we got that we use for the scrolls, man. He was 29. He's a young cat. You understand? But he definitely he wasn't 300 pounds that could take a tasing. He looked like he was a $130. Man, I give him a $180, man. You done tased him with 1,000 volts after you done beat the life out of him. Of course you're gonna die. And they said the paramedics was messed up. They didn't respond to it properly, and they basically arrested him before they gave him, paramedic support, which is not regulation. So, man, this whole situation was wrong, and this devil, this white man, made it even worse. Again, with that NBC report, the news today from Memphis officials that Officer Preston Hemphill was reportedly relieved of duty weeks ago, but not yet terminated or charged, is extremely disappointing. Why is his identity and the role he played in Tyree's death not just now coming to light? He asked. Crump added, "We have asked from the beginning that the Memphis Police Department be transparent with the family and the community. This news seems to indicate that they haven't risen to the occasion. It certainly begs the question why the white officer involved in this brutal attack was shielded and protected from the public eye, and to date, from sufficient discipline and accountability. The Memphis Police Department owes us all answers." What they owe you? What's so special about a white person being treated different than a black person in a white supremacist society? What are you expecting, man? If Denzel Washington is in a movie and Alec Baldwin is also in that movie, who's gonna get the Oscar? You think Denzel Washington is gonna get the Oscar, even though he can act 1,000 times better than Alec Baldwin?
Right.
You out of your damn mind. It ain't even got to be Alec Baldwin. Let me think of a lower class white. It could be, what's the dude? Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville from Jackass could be in a movie with Denzel Washington, the most decorated actor. I'm pretty sure he's an EGOT by now. And Johnny Knoxville will get the award for Best Supporting Actor in the movie Denzel Washington is in. And Denzel Washington won't get any award. Why does that surprise you in a white society such as this? You understand? I don't understand why we're in 2023 saying it begs to ask the question on why a white man was treated better than a black man. Why there's a whole brother at the morgue dead from the actions of white supremacy. All right. My last paragraph. For the record, Relieving someone of duty is not firing them. City Council Vice Chair J.B. Smiley Jr. tweeted, ending the post with "Fire Preston Hemphill and justice for Tyree." Fire. That's not enough. I don't even give a damn if he keep his job. The death penalty needs to be implied to him. Him specifically. I would rather them 5 brothers live and see what they should have gotten. They should be witness to the death sentencing of Preston Hemphill, so they can see how blessed they are to live.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And understand how horrible it was to take the life of their brother.
Right.
And see that God said Preston Hemphill, a white man who said he hoped that they would stump him out,
Right.
got death, and that they should have received the same, if not worse. You understand? From there, let's go to Luke chapter 3, verse 12.
Okay. Luke chapter 3, verse 12. Then came also publicans to be baptized.
And to be baptized meant to hear the word and to be changed by it. Go ahead.
And said unto him,
Who's the him? Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Master, what shall we do?
And this is what Christ said. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, exact no more than that which is appointed you.
Meaning, don't go over the top, especially when it come. In this case, it would be taking money from people. The police in those times would collect taxes from you. So get the tax money you're supposed to get, but don't not sabotage, not the word. Don't blackmail them. Don't what's the other word? When you don't embezzle them and be like, well, look, I know you owe the government. That's it. The best part of that is that movie Harlem Nights, when that officer came to Richard Pryor and said, yeah, well, he wants this. I actually wanted more. But Bugsy, he's a softie in this case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't be like that. If they supposed to give you $10 in tax, one not Draco. Damn, what is that old money called? It sounds like Draco, but it's let me get it because I want to say the word. It's DRE. I'm for sure. It's gonna be in the Acts. Oh man, it's a lot of words that end with DRE. Children specifically. Is it DR? No, it's not DREC. It's DREK. No, whatever. Damn. It's a type of money though. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But if it's only 10, don't get 15 out of it.
Right.
All right.
Extort.
Yeah, don't extort them. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're an authority, don't be like that. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And the soldier likewise damned of him.
Demanded
Demanded of him, saying, and what shall we do?
So the soldier, the cop, the police officer, that's what a soldier is. The cop said, like, what should we do? Go ahead.
And he said unto them.
So like the publicans is the tax collector. The tax collector is the IRS. So the IRS say you owe $4,000. Don't be like, well, since you're late, you owe actually $7,850. So you can get a $3,850 year bonus because you robbed them people. Now go back to the soldier, Salaki.
The soldier likewise demanded of him, saying, and what shall we do?
Uh-huh.
And he said unto them,
Police officer said this, and Christ said, go ahead.
do violence to no man.
Do what?
Do violence to no man.
Do what?
Do violence to no man.
And Memphis, Tennessee could have prospered and not been in the news had the Christian pastor been teaching this
Right.
for the past 400 years. But the ISUBK been teaching this since 1969, we at the 54th Passover. But if the Christian church had been doing this, we'd have been at the 489th Passover. You understand? They're not teaching the people anything. Read that verse from the top.
Oh, God. Luke chapter 3, verse 14. And the soldier likewise demanded of him, saying, and what shall we do?
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, do violence to no man, neither accuse any falsely.
And they said that the whole charge of him having a traffic stop. Matter of fact, let me go right back up to there real quick. It speaks of them having no proof of reckless driving. And what did that verse you just read say?
Neither accuse any falsely.
They accused Tyree Nichols falsely of reckless driving. And this was what Christ was saying 2,020 years ago.
Right.
Don't accuse somebody falsely. Go ahead.
And be content with your wages.
And don't do anything for extra money. If you're not doing what you're doing for a promotion, for a bonus, you'll be a better police officer. Why? Because you won't do violence to a man. No man, whether they be black, white, Latino, Native, Asian, African, you won't do any violence to any man. And also, you won't accuse somebody of something they didn't do. And you won't take a bribe. Right? The cops love to, if you get pulled over, hey, Salaki, I got $500 if you'll just let me go. Don't take the $500, man. You can't bribe a police officer, but they take bribes. Right. Just like Judas Iscariot. They'll do anything for 30 shekels of silver. Damn, it just flashed through my head. What's the damn, not Draco's. Damn, the name of the money of that time was like Durka's. Whatever. Don't be somebody that can take a bribe. All right. From there, let's end it real quick. Last three. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18. Okay. You understand? Like you can't be like the white man you're oppressing. You got to be better. You know what I'm saying? I know one of y'all out there know the word I'm looking for. God damn, I'm so mad I can't remember it.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
Mm-hmm.
That we cannot go out in our streets.
Damn right.
Our end is near.
And that is absolutely what you saw happen, man. Brother can't even go in the streets without getting falsely accused and violence done to him. You know what I'm saying? Just so another brother can get promoted. Did they get promoted, I'm the one? They got the 5 brothers. They get promoted?
They got promoted to jail.
Yeah, they got promoted to jail. They got fired.
Right.
Dumbass.
Exactly.
You thought you was.
They thought they was going, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to be nothing.
Yeah.
It's going to be another night where, you know what I'm saying, they can run down somebody.
Right.
Beat them.
Right.
And then, going home to their wife and kids like ain't nothing happened.
Right.
No, it didn't happen this way.
Right.
This
you know what I'm saying?
Happened. I don't mean it to say the brother should have got killed.
No.
But what they did, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is making this known to us. You know what I'm saying? We have to take attention to this so we can, you know what I'm saying, understand how to correct ourselves. We know the system will never be corrected.
Right. But we know different if we gangbanging, doing drive-bys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In a sister putting your man on child support. Different. Calling the cops to get a brother arrested falsely. Like, different.
Them brothers would have had the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody would have went home, you know what I'm saying, and seen their family, enjoy their family the next day, you know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
Some brothers was, like I say, so much a product of this world. They carried out the commandment of their oppressor.
Damn right.
go out and, bring me back something.
And they brought it back extremely wet
Man,
in the negative on the left hand side. All right. Our end is near, man, and that's a horrible mental state to be in. To think, man, if I get pulled over by the cop, this could be my last moment.
right.
I didn't drink enough liquor. I didn't have sex with enough bad broads. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay enough tithes to die tonight.
Man,
But I'm gonna die if I shut up. I'm gonna die if I open my mouth. I'm a pimp in a hard place. All right, let's get Psalms 81, verse 13 and 14, and we'll be done. And that family deserves more than money. They deserve more than their son's name being on the corner of a street. You know what I'm saying? They deserve to have a son.
verse 13 and 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Psalms chapter 81, verse 13 and 13. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways.
Mm-hmm.
14. I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries.
Listen, man, if you tired of watching videos of black people being murdered, whether it be by another black person, drive-bys, black on black crime, Latin on Latin crime, native on native crime, or if you tired of seeing your oppressor, Johannes Messerly, you understand, getting with our brothers and our sisters, man, we're going to have to change our ways.
Right.
All right? Because the Lord is telling us, man, if we keep his commandments, if we show that brotherhood that we're supposed to show towards each other, man, he'll turn from turning against us onto our adversaries. He'll save us from death. You understand? And the scriptures say, when a man's ways pleaseth the Lord, even his enemy shall be at peace with him.
Man.
That's in the Proverbs. So we can get that. We just have to serve the Lord and turn back to the Lord and realize that what we've been institutionalized for the past 400 plus years, man, it ain't work. It's not going to work. It never will work. And it's going to lead you to incarceration, man.
God.
I pray them brothers suffer the worst. And I pray for the Nichols family, man, that they hear this speaking, this class, and they join the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding Junior Hanna since 1969. April 1st, Raleigh, North Carolina is the Passover where we memorialize when the Lord killed all of the firstborn of the Egyptians to free us from captivity. Lord, allow this be the year the Lord free us from captivity, man. Lord, allow we got the 144,000 that we need, man. And with that being said, man, we'll come out of this captivity and we'll shine, we'll rule the planet. Man, life will change at that point. With that being said, though, pay your tithes, ishbk.com, 10% of any increase the Lord gives you. Send it to the men of the Lord and ISUBK. Priest Fund is a free will offering. Whatever you would like to give, we'll accept it. Again, let me pull the exact date for Purim. That is coming up. One momentito. I think I went too far in my photos. Yeah, it's coming up. Oh, I got it. Sunday, March 5th, and Monday, March 6th is Purim. And once again, 54th annual Passover, Raleigh, North Carolina, April 1st, man. Purge your household of all the leaven before you make that trip, so that when the Feast of Unleavened Bread begins on the 2nd of April, your house is free of the leaven. Stay tuned. We're breaking all of that down. It won't be brand new or strange to you. With that, to the brothers, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatham. Sorry, Christ. To the sisters online, Yahweh Shabbat Lathan by Shem Yahweh. And what that means is the Most High watch over you. In the name of Christ. Shalom.